Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. I am wearing my Ash Ketchum Pokemon hat. Bitcoin's still sitting around $51,500, and everyone's waiting to see, once again, what's the next pump or dump going to be. I would like to remind you of something. See, these friends, charts by themselves, they don't really tell you much. I think you should be doing stuff like either comparing to other indexes or using my secret others dominance, which a lot of people are still going to be fading. But there is a bit of hope, or some could say cope. You see the Bitcoin, this is the total crypto market cap, total crypto. Up here is where we were in Jan 2022, okay? And here is where we were in April 2022. I think it would be lovely if the total crypto market cap went into here. Now, this includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins, but if somehow, if altcoins can rally enough with Ethereum and give us this would be beautiful. But we don't really care about Ethereum because its upside is limited. That's why we are using the others index, friends. And yes, I've got to explain to you thousands of times. That's okay, friends. I know. Like, subscribe. Thank you very much. Keep your back straight. Have your fluffy zippers on. I've told you. All right. Firstly, no one knows what's going on. People who promise you 2x, 10x, 100x, 1000x, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay. They have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just guessing. The only thing that seems to have some sort of pattern is a 4-year cycle. Unfortunately, though, you think, okay, why doesn't everybody follow that? Here's the problem. Bias and emotions. That's why. Because everything in the charts says diminishing gains. Everything in the charts in the 4-year cycle also say coins that are older narratives don't move into Bitcoin halvening gear. Coins that are cycle 2 suck. You understand? That's what all the charts say over and over and over again. You can find one anomaly here and there. It doesn't really explain the other 99 out of 100 cases where it's not, okay? Now, here's the thing. The human brain, friends, we want to find something and we want to respect it and love it forever. It's very hard on average for someone to be an investor. Why? Because your goal is to buy low and sell high. And you think, oh, what's so tough about that? The problem is when you buy low, the emotions from the crowd are so negative and they're so intense and they're so fierce that you really got to believe, which is what we do. Okay, that's why I told you to buy in the depression, friends. I told you all throughout 2022, 2023, DCA buying, screw your friends and your family, telling you to sell and go buy the top of property or the top of everything else. Crypto has the highest returns, right? Nothing else even compares. Now, unfortunately though, the sell high part, right? The sell in euphoria part, the sell to optimists part, it can be very tough for people because you sat through all that pain to believe because the price was too cheap. It's very tough for people to then wrestle with their minds and go, I wonder where the price too expensive is. Because what we do is we have our own bias. We go, well, the expensive price is where I got in because I'm the center of the world. It's my entry price and it has to give me a 1000x from my entry or a 500x. And anything below that is inexpensive. This is how we ran into the problems of 2021 and everybody round tripping. A lot of you bought into the tops of 2021 listening to trusted scum influencers, friends, because these people are out here to farm engagement. They're selling you a product. They're selling views. They're selling sponsorship access. So they're constantly telling you what you want to hear, okay? If they make you feel good, which is what it is, they go, don't worry about that, guy. We're still going. Bitcoin's definitely going to 100K. This coin's definitely going 1000X, okay? That's what they want you to feel that way, friends. They're dopamine and copium dealers. They're literally dealing dopamine too. They're literally, hey, feed, yes. Ethereum, $25,000. Bitcoin, 200,000. We're going to hit 100,000 this year. We might even break the Bitcoin hype in the next 2 months before the halvening. That type of stuff. I have no product to sell. I don't give a shit. Clearly, I know what I'm doing and I don't really care, friends. Of all the confidence in the world, why I've literally been through World War 3, 4, and 5, all of them at the same time, still kept my fluffy slippers on. That's why I'm here, okay? And maintain a straight posture the whole time, mind you, running through the fields. These people, look, friends, I'm not, just to tell you bluntly, that's it. Not everyone's going to make it. Not everyone's going to make it. They just can't. Every time I see the crowd, there's people who I think, oh, that guy or girl, they're the skeptical ones and they'll figure it out. And then I see them somewhere in Twitter and I'm like, oh, okay, you fell for the trap. You fell for that trap. If you fell for that trap, you're not going to make it. Okay, so this is the type of stuff that we have to go through and just remind ourselves as we traverse the crypto market, right? This is Bitcoin cycle, friends. Remember, the others dominance just trying to outline the pure Bitcoin versus altcoin returns. That's all we're trying to do. And at the end of the day, all I'm trying to tell you is no one knows what's going on. We're trying to go off the 4-year cycle. And no one knows what's the new hot thing. Everyone's always trying to find the newest, hottest thing. But it doesn't mean you're guaranteed to win in that. All right? Sometimes it's best to have a party portfolio where you go, well, you know what? These are old narratives. These are like cycle 2 narratives. But there's higher probability because I know these things were popular at one point in the past. They have some sort of residual type of pump. You don't know. There's 30 new sectors that people say are going to be the newest, hottest things, but you have no guarantee or faith in them really because you're not getting any cheap prices. You're buying them just for those types of but other retailers participating. But you don't know if there's a giant wipeout and a reset. Friends, you know DeFi season 2020, DeFi only pumped in 2020. If you bought the DeFi coins, you got wrecked. That part of my portfolio destroyed in 2021. They did not have a good bull market at all. It was all the absolute new stuff. Okay, so that might be if Bitcoin breaks 69K. You know, maybe if AI has a season this year, which has already been having a season now, if it goes ballistic this year, it might be like dead next year and not be able to do much. Okay, so I'm just opening your mind as to what's possible. Now, if we do a 2016 fractal, see these golden box, friends, this is Bitcoin halving year. If we fractal this, Altseason's already over for the year, and then we need anywhere from a 4 to 6 month reset. If the market fractals that. If we fractal 2020, then we have until May to June to go. Okay, that's all we're doing. We're trying to guess how much time did it take for... Now, when it comes to these as well, they go the most parabolic at the very end. So we're just going to have to wait and see what comes next. And I really got to stress to you, baby dolls, first is play some angel music just so you remember to be early. Okay, you really, really got to be early. That's it. If you're not early, you're late. Especially now. There's no more like depression zone here and there because we're running out of time, right? So make sure you're early. Look at this. This is my comment from my Telegram channel. If you don't know, friends, I do have a Telegram channel, right? Your friend Sommi official. That's it. Make sure you go to the proper ones. There's a lot of scam ones. Just scam ones from third world countries trying to usher in people. Find the right one. I think it's in the description as well. So make sure you go in. Look, Clip Finance IDO, friends, they're raising $2 million, but you can enter with me at a very cheap 13.8 million market cap. 13.8 million. Now remember that number, 13.8 million. It's AI-driven liquidity management, ALM, public IDO. Okay, before these guys go to the VCs and stuff, it's just because one of them knew me from a channel. Okay, he says, "Oh, let's try this for the community stuff." I go, "You know what? We're early. That's it." Okay, now it could rug. We can lose all our money. They can disappear tomorrow. They can be AI themselves. Okay, it could literally go to freaking zero. And every time I say this, everybody gets nervous. I don't care. Don't participate if you can't take it. Okay, every time I click the button, you could be offside, friends, by 90% after 3 years. Right? Have you heard of coins like that? Maybe you've been offside 3 years down 95%. So these things can happen. They're real risks. But remember this number, 13.8 million. Now, paid Launchpad is doing the IDO for Gunzila. Now, I think this is the right Gunzila. This is their website, off the grid, right? Whoa, what's this gaming stuff here and there? Now, here's the thing. Okay, Gunzila, friends, the raise, okay, they've already raised this, by the way. They have already raised $70 million. The raise. Clip Finance, $2 million, okay? Early. Gunzila is now $70 million. You don't get, by the way, a market cap of 70 million if you buy in. And by the way, you and I can't buy in. We literally can't buy in. Paid Launchpad, they don't even get coins. You only get a node, which I think is an NFT that entitles you to like yield. It's basically like buying a Bitcoin miner or a T-share for Hex. You can't even buy into it anymore because it's so popular, okay? And it's a gaming, right? It's gaming. And the starting market cap is going to be like, I don't know the specific number, but if they're raising at 70 million, minimum, it's going to be 200 million market cap. So you buying on launch, 200 million. You can't get a single dollar under that. Isn't that wild? All the VCs and all the insiders are already in, and they do multiple rounds of raising over time. So that's why when it comes to like payout pursuit with his drift, and then we have like Clip Finance, I can't promise that I'm going to get all these others because these are just like cherries on the top for us to just sprinkle around here and there. But you see how tough the game is? This is what happens. Popular stuff that looks polished and has these big stuff and big visions and big dreams. Look what you're paying. You're paying 200 million today. Today. That's not even... Friends, what valuation are you going to be paying when Bitcoin is freaking 69K, 70K? If this IDO thing, if this was done like 9 months from now, 12 months from now, you're looking at like what? 500 million market cap to get in $500 million day one. See how tough it is? You have to get in early. That's it. You have to get in early when everyone thinks it's a scam. Check all the comment sections. People think, scam, scam, grifter, scam. Good, good. Even have Mr. Custard and everyone doubting. I do want everyone doubting. If everyone's cheering me on, I'm like, uh-oh, that's weird. If everyone's cheering me on, they must be already in, which means they're already overexposed, which means probably they're a proxy for everyone else in the market, okay? So popular things, friends, you just can't get into popular stuff. It is what it is, and we just have to let things go from time to time. Also, in the comment section, friends, absolutely nothing to do with this. Mr. AI Hex Builder says, Sommi, this doctor looks exactly like you. What the hell, friend? This is me, Dr. Hexologist version of me, man. This is gold. This is what I want to see, friends. Nothing to do with the comment section at all. Thank you very much, sir. That's amazing. And quickly, someone also, Anthony says here, check his elbows. So yes. Also, oh, he's a gopher. He's a gopher. That's very, very awesome, friends. We're actually going to speak about gophers now that I mention it. Check this very cute gophers propaganda. Now, this is really cute. Minty! I choose you, Minty. So that's actually really, really, really cute. Now, of course, what is happening in the land of gophers, friends? Well, with gophers, they had this thing where they removed the roof. Basically, the market is pricing in 10,000 NFT. Now, they removed a certain amount. I don't know how much, if they have even done the announcement or if they are going to continue doing it. But they just basically burned the supply. So if you've noticed from my thousands of videos, burning supply by itself, it does not necessarily mean auto pump. It doesn't, because that only satisfies the supply part. All right. Usually in a bull market, though, people look for any narrative to buy. So burning, oh, we're going to buy anyway. But that doesn't satisfy the demand part. The demand part only gets fueled by like weird stuff like 4-year cycle, product market fit, getting people to actually use here and there. So obviously I said 4-year cycle. Why? It's the biggest, most important part, because we even know in crypto, stuff with a proper use case, they will get sold below market value, okay? Even stablecoins, friends. Everything, they'll get sold below market value. Why? Because everyone's just a weak soy boy cuck in a bear market. Oh, I gotta sell, gotta sell. Oh, it's all over. Everything's going down. The crypto industry's dead. Yeah, because they're just weak. Weak cowards. They just don't know what they're doing. Drinking too much soy, hunching their backs. No more ice cubes, drinking room temperature water. That's what happens, okay? They sell everything below product market fit. So they're not even guaranteed that you even like, oh, this thing should be worth a certain amount. Like there are projects, their treasury's like, you know, like $5 million, and then they're like worth like 2.8 million market cap. You know what I mean? Like all they have to do is start the, this is what happened in the bear market. No one cared. Everyone's just like, get me out. Okay, things are just selling below. Now let's look at the Gophers price chart, by the way. This is actually interesting. Ethereum Gophers is more than the Pulse Chain Gophers. I'm not sure if this is even 100% correct, but it is 984 versus 941. So this is nuts. That's why, look, not financial advice, but if I was participating in it, which obviously I am, but if I was joining in today, I would still do like, I'll do a ratio. I would not just go all in on one. Do like 70% Pulse Chain one, 30% of Ethereum one. I'd still definitely own both, because you just never know with these, friends. Because if EHEX eventually goes up, maybe the market wants Ethereum linked Pulse Chain versions. You know what I mean? You got to cover yourself for both angles. No one ever knows the full answer. I also want to give a special shout out to my friend BPoweredLove. So in another YouTube video, BPoweredLove, so another friend actually sent it to me, right? Basically, this person, so look at this. I love his username, by the way. This person, Diamond Hand Degenerate. My back is straight and I believe in ice cold orange juice, but Sommi has been talking mad bearish on alt. And then Mr. BPoweredLove, could be she, I don't know who it is. Mr. BPoweredLove just basically explains it's completely wrong, saying no one's been watching at all. Okay, I know you guys have, but just this is what happens, friends. This is how you know people are overexposed. I make a video and I told you thousands of times. Okay, we went through this. I go, okay, look, we polished it up and everything. I go, firstly, no one knows what's going on. That's the first thing. Secondly, all the charts and all the evidence say alt season already started. It already started. And it's not just me guessing. It's, okay, coins outside of the top 10 have been rallying since this exact marker, which was when Gary Gensler said everything's a security in June 2020. They have actually been going up. Okay, now they haven't been exciting for a lot of people, but they have been going up, all right? If we do the fractal from 2016, alt season's over. If we do the fractal from 2020, alt season could have up until like end of May, June-ish, May, June. Okay, so, but we don't know. It could be over. Who's to say, oh, you're entitled to anything? You're not entitled. We're not entitled to anything, friends. We don't know anything. You can go to zero tomorrow. Okay, so that's what the clarification is about. And here's the thing. In the midst of all of that, people will only hear what they want to hear, friends. And that's how you can tell they're overexposed. Just giving you like free alpha. I've seen other YouTube channels do this here and there, and I've seen people I've even seen influencers, friends, they'll go out and they'll apologize to the audience. You know, this happened in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. People were saying like, sorry guys, I didn't mean to say that the bull market's over. What I mean to say is that we just might enter some sort of like sideways period for like 3 to 4 months where we kind of like consolidate before we move up to the next leg. That's what was happening at the end of the bull market. Because the influencers, right, the audience gave up such negative backlash for even suggesting the bull market could be over. And many YouTubers did that. Because I was watching them with you. I was watching them like, wow, they're going out and apologizing, okay? So during this time, when that happens again, I'm the last person to apologize, friends. I asked anyone in my life, no way I'm apologizing. I'm going, nah, it's over. Oh, you didn't sell the top? Okay, you better enjoy your minus 50% down from here, because if you don't, it's going to go minus 50% again, and you're going to be begging for a bear market hedge, which is never going to come again. Okay, so that's why you got to take these things seriously. Like, friends, you're waiting for 3 years, man. It still hasn't recovered, by the way. You're lucky for me, I'm living in the future and I can see everything recovering. But you don't know anything recovers. Like, we're looking at the charts. Everything's still down now. 3-year round trip. How's that feel? By the way, it's literally, I'm not joking, April of this year. So literally Bitcoin halving is going to be the 3-year anniversary of everything still being down. So you're going to look at all these coins, right? They're probably going to be down still minus 80% or more. So congratulations. You're like after 3 years, you're down minus 80%. And I'd say, oh, that's not that bad. Yeah, really. You had to sit through the minus 95% part, pray for a recovery, and then go up. That's the toughest part of all, to sit through that. You know, so when people hear, oh, well, you know, that's what happened. So people heard, wait a minute, Sommi said Altseason could be over, right? And the whole sentence is, yes, if you use the fractal and stuff, it could, man. It's already started. People lost their minds, overexposed straight away. Like you basically, friends, we're at a poker table, you told me your hands. You told me your hands, literally. I raised, and then you start like telling me, no, why'd you raise? Why'd you raise? You shouldn't raise. That's all. You don't have a good hand. Look what's out on the table. Nah, fuck you. I raised. See what I mean? That's literally what it is, friends. That's what I've told you is happening. Okay, so I can see it out here. This is super sensitive stuff because the volume of this gets louder and louder and louder, and there's more voices and stuff that come later on, especially at the top of the bull market. And we're going to end with this. This is actually really cute, but not really, because look at this, friends. So obviously, BTBoy, friends, congratulations. BTBoy has won with his boxing match. Okay, we found this funny, and there's a lot of memes too with it here. So this is BTBoy, and this is me on BTBoy's head here and there. So BTBoy. So here I am joking, right? Pulse chain is going to flip Cardanzo. Isn't that going to be lovely? We also have more to see. We have, remember, this is BTBoy going hard at it. He's fighting the Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu guy. Okay, all this crazy stuff happening. Also proving to you that crypto is just beauty pageants for men. As soon as the fight happened, they made a Bitcoin meme, started going up, and then Harry Potter, Obama sold off. They sold off 15%. Like, what did a guy who's from the team losing in a max have anything to do with that? But that's markets and short-term reaction. Crypto can trade anywhere in the short term, right? Also having more jokes when PulseX finally hits above day one sack because you've gone through all this. It's funny. A lot of people just think, friends, this is the thing. I don't want it to be like this. I'm just telling you. Getting to day one sack is a proper achievement, but no one will want to say it because they all know, all their friends and family, including me and all us, we put in like sizable amounts at day one sack for PulseX. People they won't say that's an achievement. They'll say, no. Now it's just all getting started. But they're completely going to ignore that's the first 12x or 14x from the low, right? It is what it is. It's not up to me, man. This is how the game works. You know, we all bought with Euphoria. We participated in Pulse Chain and PulseX. We bought with Euphoria. That's it. There is nothing we can do. We should have sold in Euphoria. If you sold your Hex, if you sold anything when the Pulse Chain, even Pulse Chain SAC or PulseX SAC, of course, if you sold into Bitcoin or Ethereum or stablecoins or basically anything else, you win. Just click sell. Click sell and just walk away. You win. But if you didn't and you joined, you lost. Right? You saw the big capitulation and everything after that. Now, this is what we're going to end on, friends. BTC after winning. This is, okay, look what Rand says here. By the way, look how everybody gets baited. All I can say is that BitBoy is lucky I wasn't in the ring with him last night. I would have destroyed him. I love reading this. He wouldn't have lasted a full round. Friends, look at this. Look at this. 824 comments to 856 likes. But look at this, friends. 179,000 views. And look what your friend Sommi said, okay? I went through, friends. I scrolled through all the comments. Bang. I spent like 2 minutes going through. Just taking a mental note of everyone. I go, okay, sweet. You're all exit liquidity. Thank you very much. Okay, look what I said. These are actually replied in it saying, the comment section here is 150 people that couldn't figure out that Rand is a genius marketer and easily baited them. These are all exit liquidity in the bull market. And now you see why only 1 in 5 people will make it. If you couldn't see that was one of the most clearest, obvious baits of all time. Randy Boo, with one of the biggest channels, genius marketer. Remember, he knows how to pop the pulse chain bubble. He knows what he's doing, man. Have you seen Rand talk to people? I love how people somehow think Rand doesn't know what he's doing. You know how smart the guy is? Okay, I'm not here to talk about him. Do you know how smart the freaking guy is? Have you seen him talk to nerds when they bring nerds on the channel? Right, when Rand takes off basically like marketing Rand in terms of like being fun and entertaining stuff. When he actually says like, he goes, oh yeah, what about this story? He knows this stuff literally straight to the point. He knows exactly what he's talking about. Oh, story value, this, that. I can't even recite anything off the head, but he knows how to speak to them. The nerd people. He impresses the nerd people. And then when they're gone, it's like, oh yeah, that was boring. Anyway, back to the fun stuff. You see what I mean? No one can see it. No one can see it. They're just saying that, oh, you wouldn't. By the way, you think I'm joking? I'm not even going to show you, man, because people actually thought he was serious. So, you exit liquidity. That's it. I don't know. There's no other nice way to say it. You exit liquidity. If you got baited by someone where you don't even have any financial incentive to believe him, okay, then you're not going to make it, friends. Think about the bull market narrative traps that are going to appear at the top. This is why, now you see why your friend Sommi here wearing a Pokemon Ash Ketchum hat. I tell you so many times, I look for these things. Is Ty Lopez going to launch a coin? Is there going to be an Ethereum ETF? Is someone going to put laser eyes? Is just some of these weird X factor signals coming again? Is Barry Schubert going to come out? Someone's going to get a tattoo. I'm looking for these things. Is Peter Schiff going to be bullish? Okay. Jim Cramer is going to call for this massive big Bitcoin rally, a whole Bitcoin show. Can you imagine that? I'm just thinking in my head, like, think about these. What if Jim Cramer had a crypto show? He actually made a crypto show. I'm just thinking about this in my mind. Whoa, no one could ever believe that. Like a whole segment dedicated to crypto. Like maybe of his show puts like a full 5 minutes. These are the crypto I like. And this is like, run by this guy. Imagine that top signal stuff. And no one's going to believe it. No way they're going to believe it. Because it's never high enough. The price is never high enough. You know that, friends. Isn't that funny? You lived every moment of 2021. And think about it. In 2021, there were 150 days you wish you clicked sell. So there was all of April, half of May, all of October and November, and then probably some of March as well. Like literally, yeah, about 4 to 5 months worth. So 120-ish days where you should have clicked sell. No one was saying anything bad. No one. Okay. You only had Richard Hart calling the top. Okay. But then unfortunately, he calls the top and then he's like, oh, you're all going to get wrecked. You're going to get destroyed. And then this is just the harsh part. His coin went down worse than the stuff he was telling everyone to get out of. That was the crushing part, I guess. We went down worse than FTT and Celsius. We went down worse than Luna. Okay, that one, friends, by the way, I know people who literally click sell because of that, and I told them to get back in. Okay, so you're very, very welcome for me getting you back in. I know these people, they know her. There's more than one, actually. Okay, so you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I didn't get you to sell the bottom like a little bitch, because that's actually true. Luna, they did a copy-paste. They gave out the airdrop copy. Yes, because Hex was so low at one point last year before the reversion. Luna, friends, literally Luna, failed stablecoin, minus 100%. The one that Richard and everyone's saying, oh, you lost all your money. We went down lower than that. So luckily, I told everyone the crowd's wrong. I made thousands of videos saying the crowd is wrong. Screw the crowd. Screw your family. They're all wrong. They're not investors. They're meant to be your family members. They put food on the table. They hug you at Christmas, okay? They're not here to make you money. I am, okay? Not financial advice. Wearing a Pokemon hat. It's a game, man. It's a game, okay? These are the moments, by the way, these are the episodes you watch, friends, to actually level up your game. All these other stuff, with all the news starts happening, it's basically just me interpreting it for you. But this is the stuff where you actually level up. Just like our friendship, you're going to like, you're going to subscribe, share with your friends and family. Catch you soon.